Okay, so hello. This next video is has made the news. It's not only made the news. It's gone completely viral over the net, and it's gone into nearly every online website, news article, blog, you name it. It's been on it. It's had a lot of ups and downs, which I feel a bit sorry for the parents for, in terms of people bad-mouthing them and things like that. It's all got a bit nasty at times. But anyway, it's basically a baby that was being recorded with a nanny cam. It's night time, the lights are off, so it's night vision, and this baby basically is a little bit upset about something. It's not clear what, but it's to the point where the baby's in tears, calls out for mummy, but the part that has captured the world's attention is what the baby does. The baby's in a cot, so there's high railings surrounding this baby, but for some unknown reason, and it's also perplexed the parents, they've not claimed it to be anything. It's all the social sites that have entitled it. But what the baby does is climbs onto the rails, but then climbs on top of the rail and then stands on the rail and balances there for 22 seconds with his arms out in front. And that's the creepy bit that has got everybody's attention, because of the balance and the timing of it all. I've got a couple of videos for you to see. The first one is a doctor talking about safety and things like that, but they actually talk to the parents during this, so I think this one's a good one to use. And the second one is from first edition, so again interviewing the parents so you get their point of view. It's really difficult to explain how this baby first of all gets up onto the railing, but then balances there for so long for such a tiny little person. It's really interesting to look at. If you're into the paranormal, you will have seen this already. But anyway, have a look for yourselves. Try not to be too critical, because I think these parents are, I don't know how, like I said, I don't know how it got onto this other tuber's channel and then went completely viral and hit news and all sorts of, I don't know how that kind of connected or where that began, but some people have gone to the extent of calling it child abuse and things like that. I think it's a bit unnecessary, but it is really interesting and really unexplainable and a bit bizarre and a bit creepy, and definitely should be on this list. So this compilation video, so have a look for yourself.
Mommy! So if you do drink too much coffee, there can be a problem. It may keep you up at night. That's no bueno. But the kid in this next video might have had some caffeine or maybe something else more sinister, because what you're about to see in this baby monitor footage might have you thinking this baby is possessed.
Could you imagine walking in and seeing that, Mom?
No, that is terrible. Well, first of all, I personally didn't think that looked possessed. I was waiting. Thank goodness it didn't happen.
The kid's
for him
got
to
some
fall
balance,
over.
doesn't he?
That is terrifying.
That is, I have to give credit to that child, though. That's some amazing balance. And I was so intrigued by this, we had to get in touch with the parents, and those parents are joining us. And Kate and Chuck, obviously, I'm assuming you saw that footage and were as alarmed as all of us are in the studio and watching at home. What did you think when you saw that?
We were pretty shocked and terrified, for sure. I was just very blessed that he didn't get hurt.
Did that wake you up that time, or did you only see it after the fact?
Well, we saw the video after the fact the next morning. He actually ended up falling out of his crib shortly after that. I was outside of the room when it happened, but I wasn't watching the video as it occurred.
I mean, Connor has crazy balance.
I think that's a gymnast. He's a future Olympic gymnast.
Does he do this stuff all the time?
No. So I'm curious, obviously, after learning of his gymnastics abilities, what have you done in terms of his crib?
Well, we're in his room. You can see it's gone. It happened one time, and now he's in a toddler bed.
Yeah.
And that may be the takeaway. You know, if a child's crawling out of the crib, make sure you have a mattress that's lower to the. Make sure it's lower to the floor. And I love the monitor, because otherwise, how would you know?
Too. It's a miracle that these things, you know, I'm dating myself, but obviously there wasn't this high tech. We had baby monitors, but not the night vision, James Bond video surveillance kind. And so you would know it's time to drop the bed or get a day bed or get rid of the crib when you woke up and your toddler or baby was standing right next to you. You know, and so I said, when that happens, I will get rid of the crib. And, you know, my daughter is 16 and a half. She's still in her crib. No, I'm just kidding.
No, when you see them and they're standing up in the crib holding onto the rails, like...
You know they're getting ready.
You know, the next step is they're going to make great escape.
Well, he's adorable.
We're just so glad that Connor's doing well. Thank you so much, Kate and Chuck, for joining us. And I do think it's important for all parents watching just to be aware of what the appropriate bed is for your child. And if you're not sure, work with your pediatrician. Just last thing you want is to wake up to your child having fallen out of their bed and injuring themselves, because the major concern there, it's not really broken bones, although that's a big concern. The big injury concern is a head injury in that scenario.
Is this toddler possessed? Listen to his plaintive wail as he balances himself on his crib. And those eyes, they're glowing. Imagine the surprise little Connor Booth's parents felt when they saw the nanny cam video. First he climbs up the side of his crib, then does the impossible, steadying himself on the top rail for a remarkable 22 seconds before falling backwards onto the mattress. Look at the title on YouTube, Possessed Baby. Gotta be fake, right? Actually, no, say parents Chuck and Kate Booth.
Is this real or not?
Oh, it's 100% real. It is definitely real.
Is Connor possessed? Because we see those glowing eyes. They're a little bit freaky.
That's just the night vision on the camera. Can you spin your head all the way around?
You'd forgive us for being skeptical. I mean, it is April Fool's Day.